fellow travelers. Today is the day before the new moon. So the new moon is the part where you don't really see the moon. So for me, when I was first learning about moon cycles, I kind of thought that's a little weird because it's new, but it's not there. And it's actually there. You just were rotating in a certain way and all that good stuff. However, that's not the point of this. This is not an astronomy course. However, this made me think about, what do you want? What would make your heart happy? Now, as children, there's a lot of holidays that make us super happy. And, we get presents and this and that. As adults, things change a little bit. Birthdays, as we start to get to a certain age, although I know people who celebrate their birthday no matter, and really go for it no matter the age. However, some things start to lose their luster when we become adults. So there's not a lot of holidays because, Christmas tends to be about the kids and, generally birthdays for some people, like I said, feel awful if you're an adult, unless you hang around with me, because I tend to like to do fun, silly stuff on my birthday. So, but anyways, for the most part, most adults, there's no magic in their lives. And this means there's not as much joy. And, life can be, if you look at it, if you pay attention to the news and all this other stuff, life can be kind of hard sometimes. So wouldn't it be great to add some magic? Wouldn't it be great to add some beautiful things? I do know some people who do things like they make little fairy gardens, so they make these little cute little figurines and they put it in their yard, and, it's something like fairy size people will go to, and people who celebrate different, like more of the pagan holidays, just for the joy of it, not because they're witches or anything like that, but just because life needs more magic. And so I bring up the new moon and the full moon, and there's more to the cycles of the moon than the new moon and the full moon. However, I'm just giving you guys a little taste of the new moon is when we start the magic for the moon cycle. This is when we send out our order to the universe and say, hey, this is what I'd like. And again, there's not that many days in the year that we can just say, hey, that's what we want. I mean, even women I know who are mothers, on Mother's Day, you kind of lay in bed while your kids bring you burnt toast sometimes, or, whatever it is. Or, yes, it's Mother's Day, however, you got to cook for your mama, or, whatever the situation might be, or your kids might not be close to you. So taking days like the new moon, the full moon, or different things like that to celebrate, to find magic in our lives is super awesome. No matter what you believe, having little joy, having little beautiful things. I've been focusing on nature a lot lately. On my Facebook page, I have been looking at like little odd things in nature, like for instance, these flowers that are shaped like people, things, all sorts of really amazing things, or trees that make these tunnels, or, just interesting things. Like this morning there was dead leaf butterflies. So they look like a leaf, but as a butterfly, just little things that make you go, whoa, or, and I follow different things on Facebook that make me go, oh, and I follow like fairy groups and stuff because I like Tinkerbell-y stuff, and, just something, because sometimes the world can feel a certain way. And I like bright colors. I like all sorts of fun stuff. Our house is super colorful, filled with tapestries. And actually, one of my subscribers sent us some tapestries that are the chakras, and they're super cool, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. They're awesome. It's just a matter of putting them up. But, just little things like that. I have Buddhas, I have Ganeshas, I have unicorns. I really love unicorns. I have all sorts of things like that up around my house for the magic. And also we've really gotten into elephants lately too. But just stuff that makes you feel magical, maybe makes you feel young, whimsical, enjoy stuff. Even, like stuff like tarot cards or oracle decks or things that just kind of let you believe in fairy tales and all sorts of cool things like that. So today, just take a moment, sometime today, you know, again, with the moon cycles, it's 3 days before and 3 days after, but just take a moment at some point and put your hands over your heart and ask yourself, if you could be, like, if I gave you a wand, a magic wand, which I do have a magic wand actually. It's not necessarily magic, it's crystal, but I do have a wand. So if I waved my wand and if it was endowed with magic and I could grant you anything you want, what would you want? So take, you know, some time today, hand over the heart, and really think about what you want. If you could have anything, don't think about other people, don't think about anything, just think about you. Think about your heart. Let your heart tell you. If it's skipping a beat and like, yeah, like if you do a dorky dance around your house like a little kid, that's it. Now, when you find that thing, don't despair. Think about what it makes you feel and give yourself that feeling. Because when we give ourselves these feelings, it's just as good as the thing. Because a lot of times we have things and they give us that woohoo for like 10 minutes and then they start getting dust on them or whatever. And we don't feel as good. Or, you know, we look at our bank accounts and like, did I really need to pay $300 for a crystal? Probably not, type of thing. So here's the deal. Find the thing and then find the feeling behind the thing and see if you can give yourself that feeling. It's that simple. It's about feeling. You can feel this now. And this is not an original Mickey Gold thought. This is a thought that's out there in all of the YouTube world, all of the manifestation, all of the spiritual world about you're going for that thought. It's about that feeling rather than the thing. Because it might show up, you might be like, I want a sports car, and it might show up, that feeling could show up in some other way. And that's better, like, because you don't have to pay the insurance on the sports car. And a lot of times, sports cars, while fun to drive, are not exactly comfortable getting in and getting out and all that stuff. The practical parts that might lose their shine after a while. However, that feeling, whatever that feeling that sports car might give you, or whatever that feeling that blingy thing might give you, hey, you know, that's forever. You can find different ways to do it, and it might be a different thing every time. But give yourself that feeling. Look for the magic in life, because it's there. It's there all over the place. And, you know, if you have guides or you angels or whatever it is you look to, ask them to send you something. It could be the way the light reflects. Sometimes you get like a little rainbow. We have these porthole things in our ceiling, like these skylight things, and they make this in the living room, make this what we used to call magic circle. And I always, when I see it on the ground, I go sit in the middle of that. Because to me, that feels like magic. Or sometimes, like I said, I see a rainbow. Or sometimes you see like a hummingbird. Or I had in my backyard the other day when I was doing dishes, I had quail. I had a male and female quail. I love quail, by the way. And I saw them in my backyard. It was magical. You know, sometimes you find an awesome feather. Sometimes just be excited about the little things. If you find a penny on the street, be as excited about that as if you get a $1,000 check. Look for the joy. Look for the magic. If you find a 4-leaf clover, whatever it is, enjoy. Life is magical. Life is wonderful. It just depends on what you look for. All right, fellow travelers, enjoy the new moon. Put out orders to the universe. Don't worry about how they will be brought to you. Just like when you go to a restaurant, you don't go keep checking on the kitchen like, hey, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? You know, the same thing with the universe. Put it out there. Feel that feeling. Enjoy it. Pretend if you are at as if you already have it. Be as if you would already have it. All right, guys. Peace, love, namaste.